and find. So don't pickpocket, don't steal, or at least don't get caught.
So none of us are native.
Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. That's up to you.
All right.
I
I'd like to light
established
a.
myself as being a native of
Okay.
Waterdeep.
I trying to find a torch to light so I can see where the tavern is so we can get inside.
There you go. You just lit a torch.
Perfect. Oh, there's a
But
door.
now you are very visible by anybody else. So, yes, there are some nice doors there. They're on each side, the left or the right of that round thing. Okay, and in you walk. I'm going to throw up another picture on Discord. This place has 3 levels with a yawning portal going down into the depths. And if you look down it, you can get a little bit of a view. And there's every manner of character around here. And you can get yourself a table and sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the barkeep.
I've updated
Gonna go.
my.
Gonna go order a couple drinks. Couple drinks, please.
The barkeep looks at you, says gladly. He introduces himself to you all as Dinar. He is the owner of this establishment. He welcomes newcomers, and he says that this is a very good place to learn how to be a stronger and more powerful adventurer.
All right.
And a little wager on the side is always good. And just to his south, you see a very interesting little gnome sitting at a table smoking from a pipe surrounded by glowing purple smoke. And as he blows smoke out of his mouth, it takes on the most odd shapes. Sometimes animals, sometimes geometric shapes, sometimes a face.
I then, as I'm saying, I say, "How have you been, Drakan? It's good to see you again. It's been a while."
Who was that to? I'm sorry.
To Duran.
Oh, I am doing very well. The money, as you can see, is flowing very well. And he's pouring drinks as the barmaid comes over again and picks up another order.
Are my drinks ready?
It is indeed. And the
All right.
barmaid walks off with her order, distributing it to some seedy looking fellows at a table. One of them gets a bit handsy. She slaps them and they laugh and she
All right.
walks off.
I then take my drinks to my table, hand one to my friend here, and then uh, address the person sitting across to me. Hello there. And who might you be, fellow traveler?
Hello, my name's Hassan.
Kassan. Pleasure to meet you. Are you a native of Waterdeep? I don't believe I've seen you
No,
around.
I'm not native to Waterdeep.
I can barely hear you.
Same. Your mic's very low.
Let me see if I.
You sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by bright burning candles, littered with plates, a clattering of food in half drained tankards. The sound of gambling, yelling, and drunken adventuring singing bawdy songs nearly drowned out by an off key strumming young bard 3 tables over. All
Mm.
the noise is eclipsed by a shout. You pig! You like killing me mates, does ya? And then a 7 foot tall half orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose head shaved and covered with eye shaped tattoos. Whoa! Everybody just got dragged when I moved like that. Dadgummit. Give me a moment here. Sheesh. Sorry. 4 other humans stand up behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
I watch.
Anyone else?
I hold action to use my short sword if anyone starts attacking me or my friend here. Either me or how do you pronounce your name, Hunter?
Titus.
Titus.
All right, roll for initiative then.
I've got two
Yeah,
layers
same.
of something.
Same here.
What's up?
There's like
There's like two carousels on top of each other.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
I'm also not seeing any dice rolls anywhere.
me neither.
Oh, this is wonderful. I'm genuinely confused. I'm terribly sorry, everyone.
No worries. Are you seeing what we're seeing with the two carousels?
No, I've
Especially
only
dice
got
at the
one
bottom.
carousel.
You know, I mean, you can roll dice that looks along the bottom right.
All right, I'm able to roll dice natively. But you've got two carousels?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fiddlesticks. I've only got one, and I don't know why.
This is what I'm seeing.
Oh, now I have two. Oh, boy.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
see.
That worked. I was just trying to do a test roll to see if anything happened.
I have two carousels as well, and I don't know why. Combat tracker settings.
I mean, it looks like it registered our dice rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have numbers beside us.
Yeah. Everybody rolled except for Jensen. If you want to go to the two crossed swords in the upper right area, and that'll be all. Oh, there you got it. All right, but I'm not seeing dice rolls. It's just doing it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's unfortunate.
Maybe we just restart, reboot, since this is the very start.
I also probably somehow screwed up the carousel, and I've got two on. I don't know why.
Yeah, on the top left, where you can like get the measurements and toggle objectives and stuff. On the bottom left of that little menu, you can toggle off the second carousel. So there's only one, but I don't know why there's the original one when you turn that
Oh.
carousel off.
Where's that at, Hunter?
Maybe.
In the top left, underneath sequence layer, underneath the anvil.
Yeah, that looks new. I wonder
Yeah.
if that is that a plugin or is that
I'm going to restart and
native?
turn that off.
Well, I do see the handle.
Because ever since we moved to the Foundry 2, we haven't had that larger one that we can move around. It's been that smaller one. At least
Gotcha.
At least that I remember.
Sorry, it's reloading.
All right, that's good.
Okay, it's back up. You should have just one carousel now.
Mm-hmm. The carousel
And-
button is hidden from me.
Well, the carousel button was probably the add-on.
That was the add-on. So this is the one that's built into Foundry 10, I believe.
Hmm.
But as for the lack of dice rolls, I could either spend some time now trying to figure that out, or we could just keep moving and I'll figure it out.
I mean, as
later.
long as the dice are being registered, it doesn't matter.
It didn't update my name. Yeah, might be deliverance. Did you update my character too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That rolled for me.
Where are you at, John? I don't see you. Yeah, it
Oh,
has
there,
your
I
correct
got
name.
some animated dice.
No, it should say Donovan Goj.
Yeah, I mean, where are you saying then? You mean down in the lower left for the players?
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that one I
No.
manually typed in because I didn't know what your character's name was. I'd have
Yeah,
to.
if I mouse over you on the carousel, I see that name.
Okay. Gotcha. Thanks.
Or if you mouse over your character here, you should see that name as well.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay, so looks like we're having a fight between a giant and some irritating people who are shouting a lot. I'm a little off my game now. I got distracted by that. So one of the bandits is going to leap up on the table, and he's going to begin to attack this large. Sorry, I'm trying to move this so I can edit it. He pulls out a scimitar and attacks. Okay, that's doing a dice roll for me. And it's not listing whether it hits or not, but I can figure that out later, and that is definitely a hit.
I don't see.
Sorry, why did And anybody who wants to declare that they're planning to help out, it's now Jensen's turn. So you seeing a little bit of a bar fight not too far from you. You can either get involved or just watch and see how it plays out. But this,
They're basically just two regular people, right?
there's one very large woman who is a half orc, and then there are 5 bandits that are looking like they're going to all throw down, and the bandits seem to be very irritated about something.
But the bandits seem to be irritated at the half orc.
Correct.
It's not my place to get involved with others' business. I'm gonna pay attention and watch.
All right. Matthew or Balazar?
All right. I say, ay, 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 not again. I then
Indeed.
reach in my pocket, get out my deck of cards, start shuffling and dealing between me and Titus.
All right.
While still having my action held from the earlier.
Is the half orc like? Is it like? Would I infer that like she is like at like heavy disadvantage, or is her size making up for the numbers disadvantage?
At the moment, she's been hit once. It hurt a little bit, didn't seem too bad, and she is definitely 4 times bigger than them, and there are 4 of them, so it's anybody's guess.
Okay.
Kassan, do you want to get involved or just observe?
I want to just observe because I don't think it's my place to get involved.
You're right. She pulls out a very mean-looking battle axe and takes a swing with it at the lead guy, causing her problems. Definitely hits. And she does it with a 2-handed swing. And he is dead. And at that, Duran
Like dead?
looks like dead.
Alright.
And I don't know what happened, but one of my characters just disappeared. Let me bring him back. I have tokens going invisible on me, and I can see nobody now.
Everything's visible to me.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to bring the bartender into the fight, and I can't.
Oh, now there's 2 bartenders.
Oh, goody. I can see neither of them. Oh, this is damned embarrassing.
This is getting out of hand.
The bartender
Now
used
there's 2 of them.
Sigmalacra on himself.
Simulacrum.
All I can see is the dead corpse. What the heck? I apologize to do this to you folks. I'm going to try logging
You're fine.
back in.
It's alright. Growing pains.
Yeah, indeed.
Is it by design that some of like the player icons like don't have additional information when you hover your cursor over it?
I think the only one with additional information should be yourself.
Oh, like I see all of y'all's when I hover over like your health and all that, and then also Bonnie to the right of the bartender, and Volothamp to the right of
I
Bonnie.
mean, we're
I can
probably
see
not
additional.
supposed to see anything but our own.
I mean,
That sounds like a permissions
even in
issue.
the last campaign, we could always see the allies. We just couldn't see enemies.
Gotcha.
So you can see everything. Well, I got to do some work on this later. This is a whole new save. There's a new configuration file that goes with it, so I'm probably missing something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
If there's like
I see those.
If there's a green
Yeah,
ring
I
around
can't
them,
see. I can't see the bandits or the half orc. I can't see any additional information.
you shouldn't be able to see
And the
anyone
new
who's
bartender you just put in, I can see his now too.
anyone who's red or yellow. You shouldn't be able to see, but if they're green or blue, you should, because green or blue is like
Gotcha.
kind of ally.
Yeah.
So at that, the bartender screams out, "Not in my house!" And after her turn, he leaps over to the bar, pulls out a glowing sword, and screams at them all to get out. It is Titus's turn.
Um. Since the barkeep stepped in, um, if they stop fighting, I would like to follow them outside to try to see if anyone sticks around so I can talk to them to see what happened. But if they continue fighting, then I'm going to try to like go over there and break it up.
Okay. At that, the next bandit runs around to his friend and pours a healing potion into his mouth. And he comes back to 1 hit point, and they both grab him and try and run towards the door. The half ogre doesn't seem to resist this, pulls back, and I'm going to end combat there as Duran is attempting to get everyone out of the room who was fighting. And they start
okay.
shuffling towards the door, dragging their compatriot with them.
So the bandit is no longer dead.
He looked mortally wounded, but they were able to bring him back with a potion of some kind. He would have bled out if he let it continue.
Mm-hmm.
And they're heading towards the door, trying to flee.
Farewell.
I then would like to
And the
step back.
as you see what you guess is their leader, because he did most of the talking, you can see he has a strange tattoo on his head that looks like a round blob with lots of spines coming out of it.
Would I, with my background, recognize them or at least that tattoo?
Yes, you would. You think it looks kind of sort of like a crude representation of a beholder.
Hmm.
I then would like to talk to Duran, ask if he's alright or if he needs help putting anything back together.
He shakes his head and he says, I'm glad to see some adventurers believe in fair play. Ruffians like that are tough to keep out of here since almost all are welcome.
Alright.
But this is a rough place, and I do understand how it goes. He goes over to check on the Afork, who's settling back down, bandaging her small scrape on her arm, and waving him off. And he heads back to his bar.
I would
Hey, have
like
those
to.
guys been in here before?
Frequently.
I pick up my cards and finish my drink.
I don't know what gang they're with. They're definitely with a group, the bartender says.
Would I, with my background, know what group that symbol associates with?
Yes.
I also have that question.
From your thieves. Okay, so if I can jump on a character, I have a question for the group. We play it a little loose sometimes, and I would like to ask, do you guys want me to put in the effort to message you privately with information you're gaining, and then you can decide what to give to the group for role-playing or other? Or would you just like me to answer your questions out loud and everybody able to hear it through the meta gaming of ESP and just knowing everything?
Part of me wants to say individual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
privately's.
Okay,
Start that
I'm ready
way.
here. Then I need to get something for you, Dave.
At least until we have like established who each other are and we've like agreed to like adventure together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titus. Sorry, am I pronouncing that name right? Titus?
Itis, yep.
Titus, do you want to go follow them?
And Philemon.
No, I think I'm gonna stay here and talk to the girl.
Yeah.
See if she's seen him before or any of them, or if she has any idea of why they were mad at her.
Alright. I'm gonna go talk to the people in the corner here. See if they know anything as well.
Trying to remember how to send a message to a player inside here.
It's called Open Skype.
Yeah, I was going to try and do it inside here, but yeah.
Do it in chat. I think if we're all in the chat, I don't know if we're all in the...
I just realized the little bar up top is no longer there.
Oh yeah. Probably because combat ended.
No, the regular bar that has like abilities
Navigation.
or the.
Oh, yeah.
It should be around somewhere. I have mine.
Alright. I need to look for mine as well.
Toby Jensen, from your...
Oh, okay. Hmm.
There's mine. Doesn't have my little bar up top.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Working on it, Dave. David, sorry. Sorry, I'm coming up. I got questions, everybody, and I'm trying to
Course.
bring up
course.
answers
Take your time.
here.
Is this the largest group y'all played with so far?
This is the yawning portal, right?
Correct. If you walk up to the edge, you can kind of peek down.
Then how do you want us to text you messages?
Any way you want. Skype, Google Chat. If you can figure out how to do it in game or inside the VTT, I'm happy with that too. Because I don't know what it is right now.
Um.
Oh, that's cool.
How did you do that?
Slash whisper.
Oh, okay.
Everyone.
I can read that one, Matthew.
Me
Could
too.
any-
I don't know who can.
Can anyone else
Oh,
read what I
alright.
just sent?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got to get everybody's tune picture memorized.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you mirror flip mine?
Yes.
Because I'm not seeing any way for me to do that.
Yeah, mine's kind of doing that too.
If you're talking about like the angle, um,
No, that like you see the direction I'm moving and the direction I'm facing.
See how like my character token, it's facing the right, but when I press left, it's moving left.
oh,
There's probably a setting for that.
Is that right now, Dave? David, sorry.
No, yeah.
Whenever-
Okay.
Okay. When if you could do
Who
that
else
to
needed flipping?
me.
Okay.
And me.
Was that me, Toby?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's worse. Wait a minute, I screwed that up.
Actually, never mind. You don't have to bother for me.
No, I got it. I just got to fix your frame because I killed it. Okay, where's your tune, Toby? Hold still for a second, Toby.
And everything.
There.
Yay! Okay.
I had to delete and replace you. Okay, who is my third person here? Somebody else needed their image flipped?
it wasn't me.
It's just the two of you? Okay. Well, anybody else shout out. I now know how to do it correctly.
All right. Whenever we're able to start up again, I wanted to ask these 4 people in the corner if they know the guys who were brawling just now.
Of course. Okay. Okay, who are you asking first?
Metrum, the one by the keyboard or piano, whatever it's called.
He smiles, takes off his hat, gives you a very deep bow, and says, "Welcome. I hope you enjoyed my play. My name is Three Strings." And he brandishes his lute, showing that it only has three very threadbare strings left on it. And he says, "Yes, I have seen those ruffians before. They all have the same symbol." He holds out his hand, and in it, he kind of inscribes a circle with his finger, and then rays of light radiating out from it, showing that that is their symbol. Rather, sort of reminiscent to the tattoo the gentleman had on his head, which was a purple blob with lines coming off of it. He says, "Ruffians like that shouldn't be allowed around civilized folks like us." And he gives another deep bow. Any requests?
Can you, uh, can you play toss a coin?
If you can toss the coin, I can.
Oh, your music is delightful to the ear. It's a little rich for my blood.
And inside, you know that that is definitely not true. You listened to him play earlier, and he's actually quite awful.
All right. Something I didn't think of to ask until now, but with me, actually, do you have a? I'm gonna message you private on chat.
You got it.
Oh, Bolo, do you know Raphael's final act? That's a good one.
Aloysius sits down at the table with the gnome.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta find him. "Welcome, welcome, welcome," he smiles and blows a big puff of smoke towards you. It seems to turn into a beautiful woman who floats towards your head, but as soon as it gets close enough for a kiss, it turns into a skeleton and then fades away. The smoke leaves your head spinning for a brief moment.
Wow, that's cool. Is that like a magic pipe or something?
All things are magic that are found in Waterdeep. He seems to sway slightly unsteadily. You also notice it's humorous that he's sitting almost in a lotus pose on top of his chair with his legs tucked underneath him, heels on top of his knees.
Aloysius sighs and says, "If only."
Mind if I join you?
I'm finding magic to be a very expensive hobby.
"Oh, indeed. Come by my shop sometime, and I shall either spend some coin on you with what you've got, or you can buy from me."
I will do that once I have some coin to spend.
Now that you're this close, you also notice that he has purple markings all over his forehead. They're eyes, drawn in some sort of purple ink. There's 9 of them.
Interesting.
Do we know what a beholder is?
Yes, you would. They're common enough in in the lore. They're a strange floating eyeball with many pseudopods coming off them with other eyeballs on them. They're usually myth and legend, although there is quite the rumor that there is one of the crime lord somewhere in Waterdeep. And of course, everyone knows that the only thing a beholder wants is enough power to make sure another beholder never comes into being.
Does a beholder have 9 stalks, or?
Some do.
Oh,
Can I do like an arcana
Very
roll to see if
well.
I recognize anything from this guy?
Certainly, yes. No. Nothing recognized.
So are you from around here?
Oh, indeed, indeed, indeed. I've lived in this town ever since, well, as you can see, he kind of bats the purple fog around them and gives a shrug, kind of as a bit of a feeling embarrassed.
While
Just from your passive perception, you feel there's something more to that, but you're not sure what.
while he's talking to him, I'm talking to these three, seeing if they saw anything or recognized anything.
Righto. Starting down here, he introduces himself as Maloon, raises his tankard to you, and gives a bit of a smile. He really doesn't seem to have any good information for you. He seems a jolly enough fellow. He comes across as cheery, optimistic, warm-hearted, eager to fight along those he considers friends. You've also heard from the bartender that he is a regular who comes here, and he seems to have ties to the Force Grey, which you know is a special organization as part of the Watch. These are the best of the best that help keep the city safe. Will you give a perception roll, please, Matthew?
Yes. Again, how do I do that? I don't have that bar up top anymore.
It should be somewhere. I've got
I mean,
mine.
just double click your character and it'll be the first list of stuff.
Brings up the character sheet.
What roll did you need?
Perception, please.
It'll probably be a lot easier, especially for the new people, if you have it pop up the prompt for the roll in the chat scroll.
Oh, understood. Good point. But yeah, we need to get that bar for Matthew. But it should be a little arrow pointing towards the right, and if you click on it, it'll do expand HUD. I found mine was in the upper left-hand corner, and I actually dragged it down to the lower area. And now that you don't
it's just to the right of the anvil.
Okay. Can you find that one, Matthew?
I have one little arrow that's to the right.
Navigate.
It's only the arrow is going up or down, but it's only
That's the navigation one for the moving around through the worlds. There should be another one pointing to the right or left.
There's not.
That one has also disappeared from me.
Oh.
Used to be passive.
And okay.
Looking up a name for you, Matthew. One moment.
Okay.
But he seems a cheery enough fellow, rather enthusiastic.
AFK real quick.
Okay.
While all that's happening, I'm talking to the half orc. Or did you say half orc or half ogre?
Half orc.
I'm just walking up to her and asking her if she's okay, and
she narrows her eyes as you approach. And wait a minute.
All right, I'm back.
Oh shoot, I don't have. She introduces herself as Yargog, and she is paid to protect whoever her boss tells her to protect, but sometimes it's boring, and she passes the time to challenging adventurers to arm wrestling, and sometimes goes down into the pit. And at that, she rattles the axe at her side, and then she goes back to drinking. You feel somewhat dismissed.
All right, I go back to talking to the gnome.
All right, and
say, well, I grew up in Waterdeep. This place is just amazing. So how long have you been doing magic?
Well, hard to remember back that far. Maybe, and he clinks the bag at his side and kind of holds out his hand.
Got any advice for a new wizard?
Never, uh, always check your references. I also opened it up so you can see down to the pit better, get an idea.
Have you ever been down in the pit?
Oh, heavens no, heavens no. And he stares off to space and sways slightly. At that, you hear a
I
bit of a
overheard.
noise of a bell coming from down. Oh, go ahead there, Sean.
No, go ahead. You just go ahead with the story.
Before
Oh,
you
you
do
hear
that,
a bit of a bell. Oh, go ahead, Matthew.
while I was overhearing him, and I sat down at the table after I got done talking to him, and I then said to Titus, "Well, how would you think if we ever tried our luck down in the pit?"
I think that we do pretty good down there.
All right, and that's when
You hear a bell deep down below, and it looks like the rope that leads to a platform going into the pit rattles ever so slightly. Durham looks over and says, "Oh, looks like another adventurer getting ready to come up." And somebody raised the winch, and one of his workers goes over and starts pulling on the winch. And he seems to have to struggle. He can't seem to make any progress. And he yells back, "They think it's overloaded, boss. Too much weight. What are they bringing up?"
need some help.
Of course. Give me a strength roll.
I'm gonna hide
Alois just runs up to
behind this.
try to assist.
How do I strength
Please
roll? It's
roll.
not.
Strength is do an athletics check, and you can do it with advantage. Very nice. The rope starts moving up. You can hear scraping and clawing on the rocks below. It's still too dark down in the pit to see what's coming.
As Balazar's cranking away, Alois just starts rambling like, man, I can't wait till I can find a crew so I can go down there.
Everybody roll for initiative. And on that one, everybody did that really quick. All right.
I didn't do anything.
Because did I select your character? Where are you?
I might have accidentally. So when I went to click on mine, the order shifted and I clicked on somebody else's instead.
Yeah, I forgot to add you, Sean. That was my screw
Oh,
up.
all right. That wasn't me then.
Feel guilty anyway.
For some reason, my foundry sheet has too many spells.
Uh-oh.
You're a cleric. It's going to show you every spell possible. There is a little indicator. I don't remember what it looks like. I'd have to see it. But there will be something that shows that it is a prepared spell or not.
I see that. Thank you.
There should be a little gear on the side that's either darkened or like
I do
dark
see it.
or gray.
Yep.
At that, Balasar, you begin to hear very large claws working their way up the stonework. Do you want to continue cranking?
Yes.
All right. Kassan, what would you like to do? You hear some ruckus to the south as the platform goes down to the well is being raised up.
I would like to go investigate.
Okay. Well, it's your turn. You can move 30 feet. That's 30. You can look down, and in your dark vision, you can actually see what there appears to be some sort of large green-skinned creature just off in the dimness.
Can I tell them what I saw?
You have 6 seconds to say anything you want.
There's a giant green creature climbing up right now.
All right. Do you want to take any other action?
Mm-mm.
All right, David. You heard what he said. Do you want to keep cranking?
Yes.
All right. Any other action?
He says to Balazar, "Ooh, caught yourself a big one. Let's reel it in. See what happens. See what it is."
All right, Titus. You've heard the warning, and something's going on.
Yeah, I would just I would hmm, I would look around to make sure everyone else is alert, and then just move down this way.
You can also prepare
Okay.
something for if something starts to attack you, Hunter. If you wanted to do that,
How would I do that?
you would just tell Andrew what you want to have ready.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I would just prepare just my basic attack in case whatever it is.
Okay, thank you.
So you've got a great axe and other magical things. You could tell me anything like you'll swing at anything that comes in range, or you'll fire off a ranged attack, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
You could also, as a barbarian, preemptively rage.
That
Yeah, I'll
too
do
as
that.
well.
Can y'all hear me okay right now?
Yep,
Yeah,
you
I
sound
can.
good.
Okay. I lost you there for a second, but yeah, I'll like do I go ahead and rage now or do I ready my rage?
You would.
I
So
mean,
if
it lasts an hour, right?
Yep. And you get it back on a long rest or short rest. So
And
So-
it's a bonus action, so you could ready action something and bonus action the rage, right?
Yep. You certainly can.
yeah, so basically,
Yeah, I'll do that then.
whatever you ready action or hold action, forget what it's called, you would, if a creature then runs to attack you, instead of just having to take that attack, you would then get to do your attack that you're stating now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Ready action on your axe. Are you going to rage?
Yes.
All right. So make sure you go into your character sheet. It should be under features and fire one of those off. There you go. Perfectly done. And you are now raging. And as you can see, that's why it's got that little glowing bit around you.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Ooh.
and that's your action. At that, I do think that how does that go, David? Aloysius?
Aloysius.
Aloysius. Aloysius was indeed correct. You definitely caught a big one. He finally rises up over the edge, claws his way up, and steps forward. As he does, several very disgusting things fly off of his body and begin to fly around. You notice about 9 more of them attached to his body. They almost look like parasites of some kind, although the ones on his body are very bloated, and they don't seem to be able to fly at the moment. This creature steps forward, looks at the people around him, and first reaches out with his claws and makes a rather ugly attack towards Titus, hitting on a very low AC of 9. Steps towards once more and attempts to bite this strange troll in front of them. Hitting on AC 15, which is a hit. That. See, now my character just went invisible again. Now I can't see the troll. I don't know what's going on here, but I got
The what?
Troll?
The what? That's no. I think he said he lost control.
Oh, troll. The troll, the green guy, is a
Oh.
troll, and he just disappeared.
Oh.
I see him. The square is still there. He's got a big circle around him.
Oh, now he's back. What the heck is going on? Okay, that's the end of his turn. This strange flying creature flies down quickly at you, trying to stab you with its proboscis, hitting on AC 24. And drains from you a small amount of blood. That definitely hurt. The one flies over here towards, I forget, Balasar. And also it tries to drain some blood from you, hitting on AC 16.
That's a hit. I do have a question about that when you get a moment.
Of course.
So my chainmail armor that I'm currently wearing, is that up my AC?
Depends, but I believe so.
Because it says in the chainmail description, armor class 16.
You probably don't have it equipped in Foundry.
Okay.
It looks equipped.
Yeah. But my thing always, like, even in D&D Beyond, it doesn't
but
change.
the mouse over thing says 13. I mean, if it hit you on 16 and you have 16 AC, that's a hit.
Nope, it says it's equipped.
Now here's his AC says 13.
Yeah.
Do you not have proficiency with heavy armor?
That might be it. I don't believe so.
Because if you don't, chainmail counts as heavy, right?
It does.
Really?
Just curious.
No, you have proficiency with heavy. What the heck's going on? Yeah, I mean, it looks like you do. If I go to your armor tab on the first tab, it lists light, medium, heavy, and shields.
Yeah, that's right.
Simple martial weapons, common, draconic.
Yeah, it's not registering it even in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's what was confusing to me.
Let me try something here.
Is it
Sorry, folks.
Is it supposed to register it?
It's fine.
Yeah. You have it checked. It says AC 16, but yet it says 13. You have an override.
I can see that. Why is it overrided?
I don't know.
Where does he have an override?
In D&D Beyond, if I click on armor class AC, it says 16 in light gray, but above, armor class 13 asterisk override.
Yeah, I just cleared out the...
And yeah, and you're set to custom formula on your AC.
How the hell did that happen?
I don't know, but
All
I
right, let me
got rid of it and it just turned to 16, so...
Give me a moment. I'm going to re-import your player then.
All right.
Make sure you take his swords away.
And I'm changing your image so that won't import that.
What swords, David?
your OP lightning blades.
Oh, I got rid of those a week ago.
Yep, 16. Okay, that works. Please verify that you're still facing the correct way. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay, okay. You just took a hit from one of the creatures, and that was it, right? Oh, who healed 13? How the heck did you just heal?
I think that happened from the import.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
And it hit on a 16, so it's still a hit. Okay, done. And that hits on AC 12, which is just barely a hit on Hassan. And that hurt a lot. But thankfully, this big half ogre that you've seen fight with her very large battle axe is getting into the fray. Hits on a natural 20. Two-handed, critical. That's a lot of damage. And that is her swing. Characters keep going invisible, and I'm not liking this. Jensen, you're up.
All right.
You add
These
any new add-ons or anything?
Not that I've even removed a few that we weren't using.
these flying creatures are. If I stood next to them, would they be within melee reach?
Yes, they are, because they've come down. I forgot to update that. Excuse me. They're about 5 feet off the ground.
All right. I am going to say, oh man, tab. um, Sanctitas, and oh, I need to target them. They need to make a DC 14 con save.
Okay. That is a pass and a pass.
Okay. I think nothing happens then.
Nothing, not even half. Okay.
Yep. Succeed or take. Yeah.
And I imagine they have to do that again next round.
Nope, it's instant. It's a cantrip.
Oh, understood. Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Oh, does this creature, are any of these creature undead? Otherwise, no.
No, they are tiny beasts.
All right. And the big thing, I assume, is also not an undead.
No, it is a very irritating troll who you are concerned about because you've heard legends that they regenerate hit points. However,
I figured.
yeah.
I just wanted to see if anything pinged for me.
Okay. At that, the bartender screams out, "Somebody throw a lantern at it. They're on the tables." And he begins to rush forward. 10, 15, 25, 30. He pulls out a wicked-looking crossbow that's 2 crossbows on top of each other and gets off 2 shots, missing on the first one and hitting on the second. Dovian, you're up. If you're Donovan. Donovan?
Donovan.
Donovan, pardon me.
Yeah, yes. Hit it with fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I throw a flask of oil, which is in my D&D Beyond, but
AFK.
not on my character.
Okay.
Oh. I was hidden the last round, so I should be able to get sneak attack.
And he's within 5 feet of a companion, so definitely.
So we can do that. So what do I do for a hit? I don't know.
Just roll a d20 with whatever proficiencies you have.
Yeah, it's just a ranged attack.
So I get, what, 3, whatever I would for a short bow?
Yeah, exactly.
What do I get for a short? Where's the attack?
All right, I'm back.
I'm back.
You have +5.
+5, thank you.
Okay. So my turn?
2d20.
Oh, for
Roll.
some reason he. There we go.
Add,
I don't,
Okay.
add 5 to 9.
that is a hit. The creature is now covered in oil.
Can I use a bonus action to throw the lantern that I had from outside?
No, you can do anything that you have bonus on, though.
Bonus action. Can I do like? Oh, I don't have any of that stuff yet, do I? Like cunning action. Never mind. Nothing. I'll just try to stay hidden.
Can you remove the effect around me?
Oh, I can use my free action with the item. I guess I'll take out my lantern.
Right.
Or I could throw a dagger, couldn't I?
As a bonus, I don't know. If you have the ability, you might. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Two
Do you
weapon
have that as a
fighting.
bonus?
Yep.
Because, I mean, you threw 2 objects, so yeah, you can definitely throw a second.
Do I get advantage? Do I get sneak attack with this too, or?
You will get sneak attack. I don't know about advantage, but you definitely get the sneak attack damage. But let's just call that a hit and keep going.
How do I do sneak attack? No, I don't get sneak attack yet, do I?
I don't think you have it yet, but yeah.
Nope.
I took advantage, but that's okay, right?
It's all right. We'll keep going. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Balazar, it's up.
All right. The thing's currently covered in oil,
Yes, it is.
and we just need to light it on fire.
Through any means, pretty much.
And there's lanterns of fire on the table.
Yes, there are.
All right. I'm going to go right here.
Oh, there is sneak attack.
Attack of opportunity.
I do
There's
get sneak
the-
attack. There we go.
All right. And give me a sec there, Balazar, before you. Yep.
Oh, in that case, then. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, you're not going to move?
No, I
That's
didn't
okay.
realize they were
Forward.
there.
I'm sorry, I do get sneak attack damage.
You know what? Actually,
Okay, good.
I'm
Give me a roll on how much that is, and we'll keep going.
I'm going to disengage.
Okay, disengage. No problem.
Go right there.
Any bonus?
Oh, that's right. Disengage is an action. Okay. One second. You know what? I am going to move 5 feet there regularly, not as a disengage. So the opportunity attack for the
Okay.
creature wants to go.
He tries to stick his very long proboscis into you as you run by, hitting on AC 8. You successfully dodge and move on.
All right. I am then going to grab the lantern on the table and throw it at the troll.
Okay, give me whatever you've got for a ranged attack bonus, which should probably just be your regular proficiency on a d20. You could probably get away with just rolling your crossbow if you wanted to make it easy.
All right. Just attack.
Yep,
Normal or advantage?
normal.
Okay, I thought you said advantage earlier. Go, come on.
And the lantern sails up over his head and splashes to the ground, starting a very small fire near him.
Butterfingers.
You are what you.
Anything else, Matthew?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Let me see if this works. 5, 10.
Attack of opportunity again.
How's that?
Yeah,
Oh, from the one right
kind
there?
of.
You were
Yeah.
in that square.
Oh, okay then.
Well, no, because attack of opportunity is a reaction, and
It's
that
already
creature
done
has
it,
already
yep.
consumed its reaction.
Good call, Dave. Thank you.
Okay, why is my... Okay, that's weird. And then gonna use my bonus action to use my short sword to attack this one.
Okay. All right. That is a miss.
I've never fought with the sword before, so I'm assuming if it's a miss, there's no damage roll.
Correct.
Okay.
You just swung and he buzzed to the side and you missed.
Got it. Figured as much. Alright, that should end my turn.
All right. Kassan, you're up. You got a big troll to your right and a big ugly bug to your left. You can attack either one. If you do a melee attack against either one of them, you can do it with advantage because they are flanked by another creature behind them, distracting them. And just out of recommendation, the troll is your better target because he's going to hit you a whole lot harder than the little bugs.
Realistically, with only 3 points left, the bug can drop you.
Could I use my short sword against the troll?
Okay, awesome. And if you desire, you can drag and drop that short sword onto the hot bar down at the very bottom and have it always available and easy to select.
Do that. I don't see the short sword. It's in my character sheet.
It's in your inventory. So you got to go to the inventory tab, which is the one under the gear on the right side of your character sheet.
I'm sorry, I don't see anything. Can I just attack him without having to put it in my hotbar?
Oh, definitely. So if you look at your character sheet and you go to inventory, you should have a long sword. If you just click it, it'll put it into the side area. And also, that's the one we were missing. Hover your mouse over the troll and hit T on your keyboard. That'll target him and make him your target when you hit the sword.
Alright.
That's convenient.
You can also hit shift and target multiple creatures should you want to.
I'm clicking the long sword out. Nothing's happening.
Help me out here, Dave. What's different that we're missing? Because if I click it, it comes up. What are we missing? So, like, double click on your character portrait, and then you should be on the second tab, which says inventory, and then under weapons, it should say longsword. Then just click once on that longsword, and it should put it in the chat bubble. There, you just did it. Oh, no, that was
me.
Matthew doing that.
Sorry.
Well, that's okay. I got excited.
You should just need to click on the image of the sword. Do you see the image of it?
No.
Are you in the inventory tab on your character sheet?
Where's that at?
So there are little black tabs on the side of the thing that'll pop up.
Oh.
You'll see a gear and a backpack. It'll be the backpack.
What previous one? It's saying I made a previous roll.
Oh, there it is. It's up there right now.
Yeah, you clicked it twice. So you should have a button for attack.
It's still telling me what should I do with the previous one? Do I just click discard previous?
Well, do you have how many instances of that do you see on that in the chat history?
Oh,
Because if you see 2 of them, click the earlier one.
I don't see 2. I just see 1 now. Do I just click attack?
Yep, just click attack.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yep.
Excellent. And that is a hit. A very nice hit. So now hit the one that says damage.
Normal.
Yep, normal. And that did some damage. We will apply that, and that's all he had left. All right, you have the opportunity for a bonus if you have any bonus attacks. I don't know exactly what you have. I don't think you have anything. But you have another creature to your left, which will come into play whenever it does. But I think you might be done unless you desire to move. Just so you know, if you move, if you're next to someone, they get an attack of opportunity. So that mosquito to your left would attack you.
Well, I would just say my turn.
Okay. And if you want, the character portrait at the top middle, that's you. If you click on that, there's a button or however it works, and that'll succeed your turn and let whoever's next go next. All right, David, you're up.
So you said there were some things on the troll's body.
Correct. They look just like what you see flying around, except they were bloated and huge, and they appear to be unable to move. You suspect also that's what was slowing down the troll and caused it to have so few hit points, because you know they usually have a lot more. As of now, they're just flopped on the ground next to the troll. A few of them exploded when he fell down on top of them, but there were 9 attached to his body. They don't seem to be a threat.
All right. I'll target the nearest one.
That is a miss. Titus, you're up. You got 1 to your south and 2 more further to your east.
And if I was to move diagonally, like where the troll was, or I guess it still is,
You definitely can, and no attack of opportunity. I'm going to move the troll out of the way just to make it
So
easier.
I can move here with no attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Correct.
you only trigger attack of opportunity when you move away from the creature.
Gotcha.
Unless you can also invoke basically a dodge action, and then you can get away without attack of opportunity, but that is your one primary action. Meaning
Well, that's disengage. Dodge
disengage.
is different.
You're right. Oh, my brain. You can disengage and run away and not get attacked, but then that's your action and you can't attack. Or you can dodge and stay exactly where you are, and then he will attack with disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay. And
Thanks, David.
is like a push or a shove, is that an action or a bonus action?
Some characters do have that as a bonus action or a feat. I don't believe you do, so that would count as a primary action.
All right,
You're
then
going to
I'm
also
just
be
gonna-
at disadvantage trying to shove him since he's a tiny flyer.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna swing at it with my great axe.
Good. Make sure you hover over him and hit T on top of him so he's targeted. I think he already
It
is.
Yeah, it said that he was blocked by a wall.
Yeah, just attack from there. Sorry, it's because you're right next to that silly wall. And that is sadly also a miss. Any bonus action? I don't know if you have any.
No, just rage. I'm gonna move back here.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I don't know why he's supposed to be skipped, so that's too bad. All right, Titus, he's going to move a little bit because this stupid wall is messing with me too. And he's going to try and attack you again with that proboscis and flying in. It's an annoying mosquito hitting on AC 7. You are easily able to sidestep his attack. The next one is going after Jensen. Hitting on AC 12, which is a miss. And the one to your side also is going to try and attack you, Jensen. Hitting on a natural 1. Quite the strong failure on his part. The large half troll comes forward. She's
Half
going
orc.
half orc, thank you. And she's going to try hitting a small mosquito with a giant battle axe, and she swings a natural 1, putting a very large gouge in the floor. Jensen, your turn. You have flanking on the one on your right. Rolling a save, and that is a fail in his part. And very much dead.
2 damage.
I just had more tokens disappear.
Toby, you there?
Huh?
Anything else,
I
Toby?
just realized I was muted.
Oh.
But once again I say Sanctitas and target
Nice.
the Word of Radiance. Did the second one roll?
Oh, no,
DC
he did
14?
not. I didn't see the template, so it didn't come up for me. I think I'm having graphical weirdness, and I'm not liking that. Is a fail on his part as well.
I chose not to place the template because it's instantaneous.
Oh, understood. All right. And that one dies quite easily to
Oh
that.
no.
And then I place my hand upon them and say, "May peace follow you in the next land." And pass.
At that, the bartender lines up on the last one with his crossbow. Hitting on an 18, very much hits. And a mild amount of overkill, 16 points of damage on a 2. And thus ends combat.
I then
Good
take
work
these.
with the fire, Duran.
I then start kicking these things back into
Glad
the
you're
pit.
not the only one that knows that.
And yet we did not light it on fire.
At that, the bartender shakes his head and says, "Someone shove that into the hole." One of the workers walks over, gives a large shove to the troll, and it topples down in. He then orders someone to get a mop because underneath the troll, where all those other sturges died, he says, is quite the mess.
Can y'all hear me? Hello. Can y'all hear me?
And everybody starts cleaning up. All right, that is a nice longer piece and taste of combat, you new gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. This is also kind of the official halfway point
Hello.
tonight. Let's all take a 5-minute break if you want,
All right.
and
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Me as well.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right, testing. There we go.
I am back for those who are. I'm not sure who's back, but I'm ready whenever anyone is,
I am here.
especially if you just have questions.
Here.
I think Hunter and Toby are the two still out because I think they're set to muted.
I'm back.
All right, looks like we're just waiting on Hunter.
And some helpful patrons who seem to be used to what goes on in the pit step forward and I'll give you a bit of help.
Don't I feel better? Didn't even need to do a short rest. Alright. I'd like to go up to the barkeep and ask where he keeps the mop so I can help him clean up.
He points over to the barrels on the western wall and says, "Go for it, my fine fellow." And I can't keep that straight in my head. The half-orc just shakes her head, goes back to her table, puts her feet up, the chair creaking alarmingly below her, and continues to drink.
Start mopping.
Now that things are less hectic, you can hear the strange half purplish, half gnome giggling to himself and watching around with what's going on. And Mr. Three Strings strikes up again and starts playing some poor rendition of a popular song.
What might you be laughing at there, my good gnome friend?
And at that, he takes a long pull on his pipe and lets loose, and out comes the shape of a troll that dances around in purple smoke until it dissipates. But I don't want to go too far. I want to make sure I wait for Toby and Hunter.
I'm here.
Oh, good. Is Hunter back?
I believe so.
Yep, I'm back.
Oh, good. Okay. So Matthew with I got to get used to people's names. Balazar is cleaning up, and the weird gnome who's introduced himself as the Blob is giggling and continuing to smoke. The half-orc is put her feet back up after being healed and is drinking.
Aloysius goes up to the half-orc and says, "So do things usually crawl out of there like that?"
Not usually, no. They require help, it would seem. And she glares at you.
Okay, we thought we were just helping some guy up.
She shakes her head and continues to drink while putting her hand up and shaking it vigorously. The bartender notices and gives a nod and sends over Bonnie with another bucket.
What is your name, good traveler?
You talking to me?
Indeed I am.
Aloysius Devidander Abercrombie, at your service, novice wizard.
That's too long of a name. I'm going to call you Allie.
Most of my friends call me Al.
Al
Make it even shorter for you.
Al it is. That was some mighty fine magic you did back there. Care to join me and my companion for a drink and a game of cards?
Sure.
You as well.
No mind if I tag along?
Job in that fight. Would you care to play a round of cards with us?
Yeah. Let's have a round of cards.
As you gather around the table, you can see one guy who's starting to make his way towards you, clapping and trying to elbow his way through the crowd. Oh, you all broke up. Which table are you going for?
This one over here.
Okay. He avoids the purple smoke and continues to look at you. Who else is playing cards over there?
Titus, are you playing?
I'll do it.
And you notice everyone moving over to an empty table who just finished that rather irritating fight with a troll.
Question for Dernan.
Of course, good sir. What can I do? You need something stronger to drink?
No, I'm still nursing my drink. I'm wondering about the big yawning hole in there.
That's one of the original entrances to the cavernous wares and catacombs beneath Waterdeep. It's
Yeah.
existed older than the city, and many slimy, nasty things tend to lurk and go bump down there. There's many areas that are unexplored and always open to adventure. He wiggles his eyebrows at you.
Yeah. I'm familiar. I know adventurers will often seek their luck in descending down there. Do they often come back up?
Oh, with much frequency. We run a betting pool, and he points to the wall showing the statistics of how many of the low-level adventurers will make it back up. It's risky, but not horrible. He says, especially if you stay closer to the entrance.
Interesting. I'm just wondering. Thank you.
Also, over your shoulder, Jensen, you can see 4 people playing cards at the table, and a man with a floppy hat is approaching them. He's clapping his hands.
Well, hi there.
The figure approaches
Hello.
you, strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, and tightens his scarf. Vogelthap Glenderham, Chronicle Wizard, celebrity at your service. I trust you've noticed the violence in our fair city in these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since the last visit to Bodger's Gate. But now I fear I have misplaced a friend amid this odorous malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Bygamar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple of nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down, with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece right now, and I can give each of you 10 times that much when you find Floon. May I prevail upon you in my desperate hour of need? And he jingles several small leather pouches in his hand.
Aloysius slams a fist onto the table and says, "We're in."
I then go, I'll do it for 12.
Which one of you would be willing to do it for 8? And he starts moving coins between bags.
I'll do it for 8.
I can offer you 12, good sir. And he takes 2 coins out of one pouch and puts it in another.
Huzzah.
I'm on to you.
Everybody, please do an insight check.
Oh. Not this
Oh,
again.
insight.
Save?
Sorry.
Yeah, it didn't go. The dice rolled, but it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't register anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Try that again. Nothing?
With normal?
Things goofy as get out.
Oh wait.
I've got to log in as one of you later in the week when we're not playing and figure this out because things are really weird with the dice.
Yeah,
Maybe Dave can help me later.
Sure.
You said
Something.
insight?
Yeah, insight. Okay, since you all did your rolls, could you see the results?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Who got greater? Who got 10 or higher?
Not me.
Did anybody
Nope.
get 10 or higher?
I did on my second
Someone
roll,
did.
but not on my first one.
I seen an 11.
Somebody did an 11. I just don't know whose die it was.
That was my
Yeah, I don't know.
second roll. I rolled the. Can y'all hear me?
All right. Yep, we hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 11 was my second roll, not my first one.
Okay. So no one can claim a 10 or higher.
No.
Why the heck is this?
Whenever
roll regular. There,
whenever
see?
I rolled, I saw like three dice on my screen.
Yeah, because 3 people rolled at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. And now I'm
Pops
getting
up
an
that way. That's
error.
weird. Oh no, are y'all?
I don't know.
Did my audio go out again?
No, I hear you
Nope.
just fine.
Yeah, I don't think anyone got.
All right,
involved.
so, but he's offering you 10 gold apiece if you'll start looking.
Can y'all hear me? No, you cannot.
We'll get on that right away. Describe your friend to us.
So each of you for inventory.
Okay. Hello?
My friend is a handsome human male, early 30s.
Hello.
He has wavy red blonde hair. He was dressed in a princely garb when I last saw him 2 nights ago. Me and him went drinking and merrymaking at the Skewered Dragon. It's a bit of a bawdy tavern in the dock ward, but can be a lot of fun there. That's the last I saw him.
Hello?
Real quick, how do I add
Okay.
stuff
Yeah,
to
you
my
have to-
inventory?
I can hear y'all now.
Right. So you go to the second tab, and then like up at the top where it says probably 10 gold already, you can just highlight that and change it to a 20.
So walk me through it from the very beginning.
Sure. So double click on your character portrait.
Okay.
Go to the left hand, dyslexic, the right hand side where those tabs are, and hit the second one from the top.
Oh,
Inventory.
okay.
Towards the top middle area will be your amounts of money. And from there, you can take whatever is in the gold column, add plus 10 in your head, and type it in.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he
Thank you.
passes out the leather pouches, and he tells you where you last saw him.
Thank you. How do I add? We just add 10 gold?
Yeah, just add 10.
Testing. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Yeah.
What is going on with my mics tonight?
We've got to figure that out one of these days.
Yeah. The problem is it only ever does this when I have Discord on. Like, it's never done this when I don't have Discord running.
That's so strange. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Discord accesses your audio in some weird way. He probably has another sound input that he probably doesn't use, and if he disabled it, it would fix it.
Maybe. All right. Andrew, could you please repeat the last like?
If
2
Matthew
minutes?
fixed his mic, I still can't hear him.
Can you hear me now, Hunter?
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I am talking right now. Hunter, can you hear me?
I hear you.
I heard Hunter a second ago, but now I don't hear him.
I'm gonna leave the call and come back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Perfect. Okay. Could you repeat the last 2 minutes of what Van Throp Valu said?
Volothan.
Sure. So I don't know where you left off. Okay. A figure approaches who strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, and tightens his scarf. Volantramp, gendarme, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust you've noticed the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate, but now I fear I have misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence.
Right.
My friend's name is Floon Blygamar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he's taken a bad way home a couple of nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, and can give you each 10 times that when you refine Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need? And then he passed out 10 gold pieces. One of you gets 8, one of you gets 12. I can't remember who that was, but work that out amongst y'all.
I got the 12.
I
And
got the
Vloon
8.
Vlor describes Floon as a handsome human male in his early 30s with wavy red blonde hair. He was dressed in princely garb when Vola last saw him 2 nights ago, before he disappeared. He and Vola were drinking and merrymaking at the Skewered Dragon, a dark body tavern in the dock ward. He recommends that you start your search there.
All right. I take one last big gulp of my drink and finish it off. And then slam the glass very lightly back on the table.
Thank you so much, you brave adventurers. You will not be disappointed.
All right.
All right.
All right, we got a job. Let's go.
You coming?
Are you all wanting to go on an adventure and try and save this wayward, handsome person?
Also, I read something that I don't know how it works or how you'd like to do it, Andrew, but there's something that Dragonborns now do have night vision, but it's not like that on D&D Beyond. So I don't know how you'd want to play that.
It might be the 2024 rulebook.
The article I read was published in 2023, so
They could have been talking about a playtest.
okay.
It's not in 5th edition, that's all I can tell you.
All right.
I mean, we could look into that if you really wanted to give something up.
I'm sure there's a feat or something I can get later on.
All
So
right.
we leave in the map.
We're leaving the map, folks?
Mm.
I just want to make sure everybody's good with that. Is there anything else you wanted to ask or do in here?
Can I light a
Yeah.
torch?
You certainly may.
Or at least
So we're hunting down his
torch, or just grab this one off the wall.
Yes, definitely.
we're hunting down his friend that got lost.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you say go north?
And where?
I think he's waiting for everybody to collectively say, yes, we're leaving the map right now.
So,
Yes.
I just did that for you all. So you make your way through Waterdeep. It's
While
getting
we're
a little
walking.
late. It's a little dark. Go ahead. What was that, Matthew? Was that a question while you were walking? Apparently, I forgot to put a border on this map. Sorry about that, Kassan. A little foolish on my part.
Hello, can y'all hear me? I switched over to my phone. Alright. On the way over here, I address the rest. Where are the rest of you gentlemen from? Ah, I moved here myself only 9 years ago. Seems like a lifetime. Alright. Yeah. Stay close to me since I have a light source. Can you see my character token? Yeah. Is the door locked? So I'm assuming it's locked. I don't suppose any of you adventurers have... Uh, Hunter, are you on the map? Can you see the map? Okay. I was wondering why y'all weren't following us. Alright. Do any of you have thieves' tools? Hmm. Maybe we back... There might be landmines. Oh, we're waiting on that. I could go around this corner. There seems to be a big glowing eye. Interesting. This door seems to be locked as well. Can I see anything in through these windows here? Okay. Oh, people. I'd like to go up and do a persuasion roll to see if I can use my previous time in the watch to get any information from them. I would like to. Sorry, we. Can. This. This might be a long shot, but Hunter, can you try manually changing to another map? I'm thinking it might be similar to what I was experiencing a while back when I was using my laptop, and that it's just because it's such a large map, it's taking a while for his processor to process everything. yeah, I never got that potato notification. Well, that's going on while I'm walking through this little line thing. Wanted to do a perception check to see if I notice anything that they're trying to guard. The the three live the three live ones in the bottom right corner. Okay, got it. Yeah, I just see Dockward as well with GAABIJ. That's the sec. That's the second time you've said that. That's completely black. Ah, there we go. Hunter, Hunter, can you see this new one? No, that was really about everything. And I can't force myself to the other map. Right. Guess then start just trucking forward. Yeah. I don't, is Castel could whatever the C name is here? Yep, he's up there. 2. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Hunter, I'm streaming on Twitch if you want to watch while you try to get that loaded. Yep. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I usually stream all of our games. All right. Hello, Barkeep. We're looking for some a friend of ours who's gotten lost. Have you seen them? Obviously. Intimidation roll. We're looking for a lost friend. Have you seen them? I described to I toss him a single coin and pick up the liquor. How much is it for the liquor? Do you have change for a gold piece? I then grab that from him. I take a swig. Tasty stuff. You want some, Al? I'm wondering if it's worth going to the kitchen or opening that door. Part of me says we just go ahead to the whatchamacallit place with the snake thing. really hate. I might after this Constitution check. I might. Shoot. How do I do that? How do I do Constitution check? Because it's not allowing me to do the thing from my character sheet. I am. I'm clicking it. It's not doing anything. Oh, here it is. I was clicking the different thing. Hunter. While they're all distracted looking at him, I then begin to walk into the kitchen. Door's locked. I don't care enough. Alright. Yes. Yeah, and if you... If y'all... I might, I'm gonna reboot mine as well to see if it brings that bar up. Alright. Yep. Same here. I have him back. David, I do not know how you can open and close your character sheet so much to do all the roles we need to do. Yeah, that's what I did in the last campaign, but I know David said that he usually just opens his character sheet to do any rolls. Fair enough. Okay. Me too. Yeah, that I was. Yeah, I thought I was hearing things. Whatever happened to Skype? Used to be like. Welcome back, Hunter. Is. Oh, I can hear you. Yep. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I clicked on that earlier today. Hmm. Oh. So what about the map we're on right now that's in color? Okay. Got it. Oh, very nice. Mm-hmm. A lot of good things on Patreon. I don't believe so. Yeah. Oh yeah, that little square. Yeah. Everything else is like part of the map thing. I, no. All right. Sweet. The barkeep told us to go to what alley again? Candle Lane. And I'm assuming we know where that is, or at least me and Al. How old are you, Al? I was not much older than you when I first came to Waterdeep. Oh, uh, cool. Can you walk around? Yay! You can't go out. You have to go out the door. You can't go out the. It's a window. Should be able to. Yes. I vote Gandalane. Did I snuff out my torch? Got it. Investigation check. I see blood on the ground. I want to see if there's any other draggings or markings. Do I see multiple footsteps or signs of a struggle? Just like me. I know what that means. Okay. I think now that we've started a group, it might be okay. But if y'all still want to do individual, I'm fine with that. I did. Yep. All right. I then say to everyone once we see the snake thing that the barkeep told us to look for. I then tell everyone, I know this symbol. I've seen it before. It is the symbol for the gang of Zatirnum. Zentarum. You've heard of them before, Jensen. Given the crude apologies, but I don't believe I ever asked where you were from. Are you from Waterdeep? Hmm. Oh, come on! I like that effect, though, the red sparkles that come out of the one. Oh, 20. I rolled a 20. You saw it. After it rolled on the 1, I clicked the dice, and the dice flipped over onto a 20. How many winters have you experienced, Jensen? Alright. I only moved here 9 years ago, but I've really grown accustomed to this place. And I can't leave yet, not until my mission is over with, at least. Are you talking about in-game or real life? Okay. All right. Yep. Which door did we see the symbol on? All right. Okay. So I didn't mean to open. I didn't mean to open it. That's what I was just about to state. Clear? Okay. This is starting to feel like it should have been more than 12 gold pieces. That's what Balazar says. Yeah. Investigation roll? What happened, if there, what kind of wounds made their injuries, if anyone's still alive. If they're sorry. Yeah. Is Sean still here? Why do I have the option to roll initiative for him? That was weird. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that is a fun photo. Very mysterious. Yes. By all means. All right. Y'all have a good night, everyone. Yes. Sounds good. All right, everyone. Y'all have a good evening. Take care. Bye.